In the meantime, as Betsy pointed out, you got to then start addressing where are the real villains here. And for the administration, does this ring a bell? Remember, we had greedy bankers early this year when they were targeting financial reform. Then you had the unscrupulous creditors when they were pushing automaker concessions. The latest entrants to the White House rogues gallery, financial anchors at Fox. Any anchors at Fox? No, I'm kidding. Actually, selfish insurance companies torpedoing every shot at a fair health plan. Count Steve Tratner tired of it all. Steve is president of the private insurance company Cinergy Health. Well, Steve, you guys are the latest villains. How does it feel?
Well, first, I got to tell you, this is a very complex issue. And the insurance industry isn't truly the evil empire that they appear to be. And I have to qualify this because Cinergy Health is not an insurance company. We're an insurance benefits provider. And I think we need to acknowledge the fact that insurance companies need to profit. If they're not mindful of profits, then eventually they're going to lose the ability to be able to pay claims, which means they're not going to be in business to be able to provide the public good that they do today. And eventually, we'll all be stranded.
Well, what I think the administration's doing, and Betsy McCoy, people like her have read this thing, so they know far better than I, they're trying to weed you guys out. You're like the big middlemen, right? Expensive middlemen. And if they can have this be a relationship directly between the government and the patient without you guys, so be it.
You know, I heard a comment earlier on your show, and I recognize that there's an awful lot of money in the bureaucracy of insurance. And we have to understand that insurance companies operate in a very regulated environment. And in every state, there's different regulations, so it's difficult and it's costly. Now, what we can do is lighten the load on insurance companies in terms of regulations. But I also think that insurance companies...
But you don't have to worry about them lightening the load, Steve. You don't have to worry about it. They're going to take away your load. And then they're going to be in a lot of trouble because I really do think that pretty soon there will not be insurance companies. That is the goal when it comes to health and benefit coverage. You guys won't be around.
I don't doubt that that may be an objective. And I think that if we allow a public plan, for example, that will crowd out the insurance industry. I think, though, that there's still an opportunity for the insurance industry to begin exploring more innovative ways to provide affordable health insurance solutions. I don't think that's being done. We look at innovation. We look at ways to provide.
So you will admit that insurance companies aren't doing enough to improve their image, right, their reputation?
You know, I'll give you a really good example. At Cinergy Health, we provide some really affordable health insurance options. These are plans that are issued on a guarantee basis,
well, then you ought to talk to your colleagues, Steve.
Denied.
I'm just telling you, I'm not taking sides. I'm just telling you, I know what image is like. I know how it's like to be disliked, let's say, if you were in the TV business. And you can't get out of your own image way. I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong. I'm just saying that that's the view a lot of Americans have of your industry. That's the view clearly the president has of your industry. Generally, when that happens, Steve, I mean, look up Custer.
I can appreciate that. And I would imagine that if we look at the Medicare program or the Medicaid program, we'll find the same kinds of questionable practices that drive up costs.
No,
and there's no solution there with a public plan.
But in other words, you're going to attack this with a new image. You're going to attack this. We're not greedy SOBs. All this stuff is wrong, unfair. So you're going to try to attack this, right?
I can't speak for all the insurance companies.
Yeah,
I can speak for Cinergy Health,
right.
And that we're trying to design plans that really meet the needs that lower income people are looking for.
Gotcha.
And we don't need to design a plan that fits the same model for everybody, because not everybody wants the same thing. Some people want to be able to insure themselves for the real basic benefits, the common and predictable expenses that they're going to have, and maybe not for the large catastrophic events, which are really less
common. And most young people don't. You know, they think they're indestructible, and they don't. Steve, I wish you had more time, but very, very good. We wanted to give you and your industry some say in your specific case. Very interesting say. Thank you.